Hello you guys, today I'm sharing with you this card that I've made mostly using Lawn Fawn stamps because they have the cutest stamps for Halloween, and the stamps I'm using are from years back, as some of you know. So the main focus is the haunted house stamp that is called Happy Haunting, and I am using all of the stamps on this set along with the slim line with lift the flaps die because I want to build a neighborhood scene behind the flaps. So we're starting out with a white card base that measures 8.5 by 6.5 inches, and I've scored that at 3.25 inches. I'm using my distress inks to do some blending with my brushes. I'm going to start blending the inside of the peekaboo side of the card with price ribbon, and I'm just blending this color throughout. Then I'm going to use wilted violet. I'm just blending those together, just a nice blend of the two colors before I move on to the next one. I'm just blending those two colors together until I get a nice blending of them. So my next color is black soot. And again, just doing the same thing, blending all these colors until I'm satisfied with how they look. And just going back and forth, blending them out. Okay, so this flip the flaps die measures 8 inches by 3 inches, and I'm using the same colors on this cardstock as I used before. Okay, so with these scraps of white cardstock, I am going to stamp using ink 3 black ink, and I just have to stamp it a few times until all of my images have that deep black look on them. So now I'll be stamping all of my images needed for my card, which I'll be using, as you know, different stamp sets that you saw me showcasing in the beginning of this video. However, I did not use all of the stamps that I showed you. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp cats, bats, and some trees, and they are from the tiny Halloween stamp set. And some images will be stamped more than once. Okay, so tell me, you guys, what are you doing for Halloween? Do you guys celebrate it big? Do you dress up? Where I work, they will be celebrating it. They've asked us to carve some pumpkins, and the best one will be the winner. They also have asked us to dress up. For those who like to do it, they will. And they will also be having some refreshments, cookies, and coffee, you know, that good stuff. It's going to be a fun day for us. Are you guys going to celebrate Halloween at your office? If so, how are you celebrating it? I don't know how many people will dress up for Halloween at work. I don't know, not everybody's into it, you know. I don't think I'll be dressing up for Halloween. I'm probably just going to decorate, but nothing big, nothing much. So now we'll be using the Lawn Fawn pearlescent vellum to stamp all of my ghosts. I am going to heat emboss them using Versamark ink. This is a beautiful translucent paper and it's thick and sturdy for doing heat embossing. I love this paper. So here I'm placing all of my ghosts onto the paper so I can heat emboss it later on. So after I'm done embossing them, I'll be using their white embossing powder for all of my ghosts. And I'm just using my heat tool to melt all that powder until they all look shiny. And here I'm just repeating the same steps because I need more ghosts. I don't want to waste no space on my paper. I have to use every single corner or inch. You know what I like about this tiny stamp set is the spooky eyes. I love those little eyes because I'm going to be adding some of those spooky eyes to some of my ghosts by using these tiny Halloween stamps. They're so cute. I like this tiny stamp because of the different eyes it has, and it has 3 different styles to put on the ghost faces. They are so cute, and you can mix and match them as well. Okay, so now I'm going to color all of my elements using my Spectrum Noir markers. So I don't bore you with the coloring, I'm just going to play some music. Okay, so I want this scene to have stars all over, so we're going to start embossing the card using Simon Says Stamp Magic Stars background stamp. We're going to stamp the whole thing with Versamark ink, making sure we are covering the entire piece using the glow in the dark embossing powder by Lawn Fawn, which it will give that amazing glow when you turn the lights off. So here I'm just removing the excess powder that I have on the card base. And then I'm just heat embossing all that powder until it gives you that shiny look. But before doing that, I'm just going to spritz some shimmer to my card using gold and copper shine to it. So now we're just going to start building up my scene, which is going to be this neighborhood behind the flaps die, and what I'm doing is filling up the spaces with my images. I'm just decorating each window with my images because when you lift the flaps up, you will see different activities behind them. And that's what I want the receiver to look at. I'm just taking my time here, putting all of my pieces behind the flaps. So when they lift those windows up, they will see the scene behind it. Those tiny images are very, very cute. I like them. So like in the middle, you will find the haunted house and the ghosts surrounding it. I'm adding some bats and ghosts to that house. And to the right you have the cemetery, and to the left you will find a dead tree with more ghosts. Now we're going to use the Simon Says Stamp Halloween sentiments, and I'll be using this one in front of my card, but I'll be die cutting them using Honeybee Banner Builder. These sentiments are awesome because you do not have to use your own sentiment stamps. They are already ready to adhere to your card, and they have an assortment of sentiments for whatever kind of card you are making. The die cuts that you see here are going to be adhered on the flaps along with the sentiments. Look at how cute the card is beginning to take shape. The receiver will be surprised because this card glows in the dark, and that is the surprise of this card, aside for the cute elements that are inside once they open the window. See? I hope you guys are liking it as much as I did making it. I really enjoyed making this card. I'll be adding some liquid glue around my flaps, and then I'm going to center it to my card base, and that is it, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I thank you very much for watching me making it. I had fun. Take care, you guys. Bye.